Sarah's mum is her hero because she is the best mum in the world and the best scientist in the world. But even Sarah's mum cannot find a cure for the coronavirus. What does COVID-19 look like? Sarah asked her mum. COVID-19, or the coronavirus, is so tiny we can't see it, said her mum. But it spreads in the coughs and sneezes of people who are sick, and when they touch people or the things around them. People who are sick get a fever and a cough and can have trouble breathing. So we can't fight it because we can't see it? Sarah asked. We can fight it, said Sarah's mum. That's why I need you to be safe. The virus affects many kinds of people, and everyone can help us fight it. Children are special, and they can help too. You need to stay safe for all of us. I need you to be my hero. Sarah laid in bed that night and didn't feel like a hero at all. She felt upset. She wanted to go to school, but the school was closed. She wanted to see her friends, but it wasn't safe. Heroes have superpowers, she said to herself, closing her eyes to go to sleep. But what do I have? Suddenly, a gentle voice whispered her name in the darkness. Who's there? Sarah whispered back. What do you need to be a hero, Sarah? The voice asked her. I need a way to tell all children in the world how to protect themselves so they can protect everyone else, Sarah said. So, what do you need me to be? The voice asked. I need something that can fly, something with a big voice, and someone who can help. With a whoosh, something amazing happened, stepped into the moonlight. Who are you? Sarah gasped. I'm Ario, he said. I've never seen an Ario before, said Sarah. Well, I've been here all along, said Ario. I come from your heart. If I have you, then I can tell all the children in the world about the coronavirus, she said. I can be a hero. But wait, Ario, is it safe to travel with the coronavirus around? Only with me, said Ario. Nothing can harm you when we are together. So Sarah jumped on Ario's back, and together they soared out through her bedroom window into the night sky. They flew towards the stars and said hello to the moon. As the sun rose, they landed in a lovely desert by pyramids where a small group of children were playing. The children cried out with joy and waved at Sarah and Ario. Welcome, I'm Salem, cried one of the children. What are you doing here? Sorry we can't come closer. We have to stay at least 2 meters away. That's why we're here, Sarah called back. I'm Sarah and this is Ario. Did you know that children can keep their neighbours, friends, parents and grandparents safe from the coronavirus? All we need to do is wash our hands with soap and water, said Salem with a smile. We know, Sarah. We also cough into our elbows if we're sick and wave to people instead of shaking hands. We try to stay inside, but we live in a very crowded city. Not everybody is staying home. Maybe I can help with that, said Ario. They can't see the coronavirus. They can see me. Jump on, but please sit on both sides of my wings and stay at least 2 meters apart. Ario flew into the sky with Salem and Sarah both on his wings. He flew across the city and began to roar and sing. Salem cried out to the children in the streets, Go, tell your families, we're safer inside. We can take care of each other best by staying home. People were amazed by what they saw. They waved and agreed to go into their houses. Ario soared into the night sky. Salem cried out with joy. Up there, in the clouds, a plane flew by, and the passengers looked at them in awe. People have to stop travelling soon, at least for now, said Salem. They are closing the borders across the world, and we should all stay where we are, with the people we love. So many things feel like they've changed, Sarah said. I get scared about it sometimes. It can feel scary and confusing when things are changing, Sarah, said Ario. When I feel scared, I breathe in very slowly and breathe out with fire. Whew! Ario blew out a huge fireball. How do you relax when you feel scared? Ario asked them. I like to think about someone who makes me feel safe, said Sarah. Me too. I think of all the people who help me feel safe, like my grandparents, said Salem. I miss them. I can't give them a hug because I could give them the coronavirus. We usually see them every weekend, but not now because we have to keep them safe. Can you call them? Sarah asked her friend. Oh, yes, said Salem. They call me every day and I tell them about the things we've been doing at home. It makes me feel better and it makes them feel better too. Is it normal to miss people we love that we can't see right now? Said Ario. It shows how much we care, doesn't it? Would it make you feel better to meet other heroes? Yes, please, said Sarah. She cried back. Great, my friend Sasha has a very special superpower, said Ario. Let's all go. And so they soared down to earth and landed by a small village. A girl was outside her house picking flowers. When she saw Ario and the children sitting on her wings, she laughed. Ario, she cried, we have to stay at least 2 meters apart, so I will throw you a hug. What are you all doing here? I felt your hug when you threw it to me, Sasha. I love how we can use words to show we care, and actions too. I wanted my friends to learn about your superpower. What is my superpower? Asked Sasha. Since someone got sick in your family, you're staying at home to make sure you don't share the coronavirus to anyone else, said Ario. Yes, it's my dad. He's staying in the bedroom until he gets completely better, said Sasha. But it's not all bad. We're playing games, cooking, spending time in our garden, and we have meals together. We read books, and I can keep learning because sometimes I miss school. Staying at home felt weird at first, but now it feels normal. It's not always easy, Sasha, said Sarah. You are finding ways to have fun and get along with your loved ones at home. That makes you my hero. Do you ever fight with your family? Said Salem. We fight sometimes, said Sasha. We have to be extra patient and really extra understanding, and even quicker to say, I'm sorry. That is a real superpower because it can make ourselves and others feel better. I also need a little time alone. I love dancing and singing on my own, and I can call my friends, but Ario, what about people who are far from home or who don't have a house? Interrupted Sarah. That's a great question, Sarah, said Ario. Let's go and find out. And so they said goodbye to Sasha and set off once more. The air grew warmer as they landed on an island surrounded by sea. They saw a camp full of people. One girl saw them and waved from a distance. Hi, Ario, I'm so happy to see you again, she called out. We're trying to stay at least 2 meters away, so I'll talk to you from here. But I'd love to meet your friends. My name is Layla. Hi, Layla, said Sarah. This is Salem. Sarah called back. It sounds like you're trying to protect yourself from the coronavirus. What else are you doing? We're washing our hands with soap and water, Layla called back. Do you also cough into your elbow? Asked Salem. Can you show us how? Lalo called back. So Salem showed them. Hey, choo! Like that. We're all trying to be brave, but I'm worried about something, said Layla. Can I talk with you about it? I heard some people got sick and died, and it made me very afraid. Is it true? People can die from the coronavirus. Ario breathed a big sigh and sat down on his enormous bottom. Yes, little heroes. It's strange, said Ario. Some people don't feel sick at all, but some people can be very sick, and some might die. That's why we all have to be especially careful with older people and those with other illnesses, because they tend to get more sick. Sometimes when we're feeling very afraid or unsafe, it can help to imagine a safe place in our minds. Would you like to try this with me? They all said yes, and so Ario asked the children to close their eyes and imagine a place where they feel safe. Focus on a memory or a time when you feel safe, said Ario. Then he asked them what they could see, what they could feel, and what they could smell in their safe place. He asked if there was anyone special they would like to invite into their safe space and what they might talk about. You can go to your safe place whenever you feel sad or afraid, said Ario. You really can go to that safe place whenever you're sad or afraid. This is your superpower, and you can share it with friends and family. And remember, I care about you, and many people do. That will help too. Layla said, we can all care for each other. That's right, Layla, said Ario. We can care for each other wherever we are. Would you like to come with us on our last journey? Layla decided to travel with Ario and her new friends. Sarah was glad Layla joined them because she knew that sometimes we need to support each other. They flew quietly, without words, but Layla knew her friends cared a lot about her. Snowy mountains came into view. Ario landed on a small town. A few children were playing by a stream. Ario! One of them cried, waving to him, cried out loud, Ario! Hello, Kim, said Ario. Everyone, I want you to meet some friends of mine who have had the coronavirus and got better. What was it like? Salem asked. I was coughing and I felt hot sometimes too. I was also really tired and I didn't want to play sometimes, said Kim. But I slept a lot and my family took care of me. Some of our parents and grandparents had to go into hospital. The nurses and doctors were very, very kind to them. And people in our community helped us at home. After a few weeks, we were okay again. I'm Kim's friend, said another one of the children. Just because Kim had the coronavirus, we didn't stop being friends. Even though I could not see Kim, I never stopped caring, and we were happy we could play together again. Sometimes the most important thing we can do as friends is protect each other, said Ario, even if that means staying away from each other for a while. We can do these things for each other, said Layla. And one day we'll be able to play again and go back to school like we used to, said Salem. It was time to go home and time for Sarah to say goodbye to her new friends. They promised each other that they would never forget their adventures together. Sarah felt sad they might not see each other for a while, but she felt better when she remembered what Kim's friend had said. Just because you can't see people doesn't mean you stop loving them. Ario dropped them all back to their homes and waited for Sarah to fall asleep before he left. Can we do the same tomorrow? Sarah asked him. No, Sarah. It's time for you to be with your family now, said Ario. Remember our story. You can keep those you love safe by washing your hands and staying home. I'm never far away. You can always be with me when you go to your safe place. You are my hero, she whispered. You are my hero, too, said Ario. You are my hero to all who love you. Sarah fell asleep, and when she woke the next day, Ario was gone. So she went to her safe place to talk to him. Then she drew everything they had seen on their ventures together and what they learned on their adventures too. She ran to her mum with her drawings to tell her all the news. We can all help people be safe, Mum, she said. I met so many heroes on my adventure. Oh, Sarah, you're right, said her mum. There are many heroes keeping people safe from the coronavirus, like wonderful doctors and nurses. But you remind me that we can all be heroes every day, and my biggest hero is you. The end. Thank you for listening.